Have you ever paused to wonder why certain patterns keep recurring in your life? Could it be possible that the world around you is not just happening to you, but is actually a mirror, reflecting your innermost thoughts, emotions, and beliefs? In the vast expanse of spiritual understanding, there lies a principle both profound and pervasive: the law of reflection. This principle suggests that the world around us is a mirror, reflecting our inner thoughts, emotions, and spiritual state back at us. This concept is not a New Age invention, but a timeless truth recognized by sages and seers throughout the ages. Understanding the law of reflection. At its core, the law of reflection that the external reality is a direct reflection of our internal reality. This means that our thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes are mirrored in our experiences and the people we encounter. The peaceful man finds peace in his surroundings, the angry man finds reasons to be enraged, and the loving soul encounters love even in the most unexpected places. To comprehend this law is to understand that we are not passive observers of our reality, but active participants in its creation. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, acts as a canvas, reflecting our innermost selves in the form of experiences and relationships. The law of reflection is not a concept born of modern spiritual thought. Its roots can be traced back to ancient philosophies and religions. The Hermetic principle of as above, so below, as within, so without, encapsulates the essence of this law, suggesting a microcosm-macrocosm relationship between the individual and the universe. In Eastern philosophies, the notion that the external world is a projection of the internal mind is prevalent. Buddhism, for instance, teaches that the world we experience is a reflection of our own mind and its conditioned patterns. Hinduism's concept of Maya, the illusionary nature of the world, also hints at the reflective relationship between the individual's consciousness and their perceived reality. Modern science, particularly quantum physics, begins to touch upon this ancient wisdom. The observer effect, a principle in quantum theory, suggests that the act of observation alters the outcome of an experiment. This could be seen as a scientific parallel to the spiritual law of reflection, indicating that our conscious and unconscious observations or perceptions might indeed shape our reality. Consciousness studies further explore how our individual and collective consciousness impacts the world around us. Researchers and thinkers in this field suggest that reality is not a fixed, objective experience, but a subjective one, deeply intertwined with the observer's internal state. Understanding the law of reflection is more than an intellectual exercise. It's a transformative journey. It's about seeing ourselves, others, and the world with new eyes. It's about taking responsibility for the reality we create and embracing the power we have to change it. In the journey of understanding the law of reflection, our closest and most profound mirrors are found in our relationships. These human connections, whether fleeting or enduring, offer clear reflections of our deepest selves, revealing truths we might otherwise overlook. Consider, for example, the case of Julia, a dedicated professional who often felt undervalued in her workplace. Despite her hard work, she constantly encountered colleagues who overlooked her efforts. When Julia began to introspect, she realized that these external experiences were reflecting her own lack of self-worth. She hadn't been valuing herself, and this was mirrored in how others treated her. When Julia started to acknowledge and honor her worth, the dynamics in her workplace transformed remarkably. In another instance, Michael, who harbored a deep-seated fear of abandonment due to childhood experiences, found himself in relationships that often ended with his partners leaving. This recurring pattern was a reflection of his internal fears. When Michael addressed these fears and healed his inner child, his relationships became more stable and fulfilling. Our emotional responses in relationships are powerful indicators of what lies within our psyche. Anger, for instance, might reveal places where we feel powerless or threatened. Jealousy could be highlighting our insecurities or unmet needs. Conversely, feelings of joy and love in certain relationships can mirror our own capacity for these emotions. The stories of Julia and Michael are not isolated. They represent a universal truth about the nature of our interactions. When we change our internal narrative, our external relationships often change as well. This is not to say that every difficult relationship is solely the result of our internal state. However, our perception and reaction to these relationships can be a powerful mirror for self-reflection and growth. Consider, for instance, someone continually facing betrayal in friendships. This might not necessarily mean they are betraying themselves, but their response to such situations could reflect their self-esteem, boundaries, and expectations in relationships. The path to using relationship reflections for personal healing and growth involves a few key steps. Awareness. The first step is always awareness. Recognizing that our relationships may be reflecting aspects of our inner world is crucial. Reflection and introspection. Take time to reflect on your emotions and reactions in various relationships. What patterns do you see? What might they be telling you about yourself? Healing inner wounds. Engage in practices that help heal your inner wounds. This could be through therapy, meditation, spiritual practices, or self-help techniques. Transforming relationships. As you heal and shift your internal state, watch how your relationships transform. This might mean healthier dynamics, different kinds of relationships, or a new understanding of existing ones. In embracing the mirrors our relationships offer, we not only deepen our understanding of ourselves, but also open pathways to more authentic and fulfilling connections. While personal relationships offer intimate reflections, the world at large is an expansive stage where the law of reflection operates on a grand scale. Our external circumstances, the societal trends we observe, and even the state of the natural world can all be seen as mirrors reflecting our collective and individual states of being. Our society, with its virtues and vices, is a reflection of our collective consciousness. Consider the prevalent issues of our time: environmental degradation, social injustices, or political unrest. These are not random occurrences, but collective reflections of humanity's inner state, including our fears, desires, ignorance, and aspirations. For instance, environmental challenges can be seen as a reflection of our collective disconnection from nature, a manifestation of the belief in separation rather than unity with the natural world. Similarly, social injustices reflect our collective shadows, areas where empathy, understanding, and love are yet to illuminate. On an individual level, the world reflects our personal beliefs and inner narrative. If you believe the world is a hostile place, you might encounter more hostility, whereas if you hold the belief that life is supportive and abundant, you'll likely notice more support and abundance. Consider the story of Anna, who grew up in a family that struggled financially. She internalized the belief that money was scarce and hard to come by. Even when she became financially stable, she continued to encounter financial challenges. It wasn't until Anna addressed her deep-seated beliefs about scarcity and transformed her relationship with money that her financial situation began to reflect this new belief in abundance and ease. Nature acts as a powerful reflective space, mirroring our inner state in its serene and sometimes tumultuous manifestations. A peaceful walk in the forest can reflect a tranquil state of mind, while a storm might mirror internal turmoil. The state of our environment also reflects humanity's collective inner state. Pollution, climate change, and loss of biodiversity mirror our neglect, greed, and disconnection from the planet. To navigate and transform the reflections we see in the world, consider the following. Mindful observation. Be a conscious observer of the world around you. Notice the state of your community, the news you read, the issues that catch your attention. Ask yourself, what might these be reflecting about the collective human psyche and your personal beliefs? Inner work for outer change. Engage in inner work to transform negative beliefs and heal emotional wounds. As you shift internally, observe how your perception of the world changes. Active participation. Be an active participant in creating positive change in the world. This can be through community service, environmental conservation, or simply spreading kindness and understanding in your daily interactions. Reflection and integration. Regularly reflect on your experiences and integrate the insights you gain. How have your actions and changes in belief influenced the world around you? Understanding the world as a reflective stage empowers us to take responsibility for the part we play in the collective human drama. It encourages us to be conscious creators, actively participating in weaving a tapestry of reality that reflects the highest aspects of our being. Life's challenges are not merely obstacles to endure, but profound opportunities for reflection and growth. Each difficulty we face is a mirror offering insights into our inner world, asking us to examine our deepest beliefs, fears, and desires. This page delves into how our personal and collective challenges serve as catalysts for introspection and transformation. Consider Sarah, who was repeatedly facing professional setbacks. Each failed project and missed opportunity seemed like a blow to her ambitions. However, when she began to reflect on these challenges, Sarah realized they were mirroring her fear of success and deep-seated belief that she wasn't truly deserving of her aspirations. This revelation was a turning point. By working through these internal barriers, Sarah transformed her career trajectory and consequently her self-concept. In the journey of personal growth, confronting our shadow, the aspects of ourselves we deny or dislike, is crucial. Challenges often bring these shadow aspects to the forefront. When we face a crisis, attributes like anger, jealousy, or fear, which we typically avoid acknowledging, become undeniable. Engaging in shadow work means acknowledging these parts, understanding their origins, and integrating them healthily into our psyche. Shadow work is not about eliminating these aspects, for they are a part of us, but about transforming our relationship with them. It's about bringing light to the shadows, so they no longer control us unconsciously. Our physical health often reflects our emotional and psychological states. Chronic stress, for instance, can manifest as physical ailments. Emotional turmoil might weaken our immune system, making us more susceptible to illness. Consider the case of David, who suffered from chronic back pain. No physical treatments seemed to offer lasting relief. It was only when David began to reflect on his condition that he realized his pain mirrored the burden he felt in life, the weight of responsibilities and unprocessed emotional trauma. As he addressed these emotional burdens through therapy and mindfulness, his physical symptoms began to alleviate. To use challenges as opportunities for reflection, consider the following steps. Pause and acknowledge. When faced with a challenge, pause and acknowledge your feelings and reactions without judgment. Accept the situation as an opportunity for growth. Reflect on the mirror. Ask yourself what this challenge might be reflecting about your beliefs, fears, or desires. Is there a recurring pattern in the challenges you face? Take conscious action based on your reflections Take conscious action to address the root causes of your challenge. This might involve changing a belief, healing an emotional wound, or making a lifestyle change. By viewing challenges as mirrors, we transform our experiences from trials into transformative journeys. We shift from feeling victimized by our circumstances to being empowered learners and creators of our reality. Embracing the law of reflection is not a passive acceptance, but an active engagement with life. It's about making a conscious choice to view every moment as an opportunity for growth and understanding. This final page offers a practical guide to integrating the law of reflection into your daily life, helping you to become a conscious creator of your reality. Morning reflection. Start each day with a few moments of reflection. Consider your intentions for the day and how you wish to respond to the reflections you'll encounter. Setting a positive, conscious intention can influence the nature of the reflections you experience. Mindful observation. Throughout the day, practice mindful observation. Notice the people, situations, and events that elicit a strong emotional response. These are your most powerful mirrors. Pause and ask yourself what they might be reflecting about your inner state. Evening review. End your day with a review. Reflect on the experiences you had, the emotions you felt, and the thoughts that prevailed. Journaling can be particularly effective for this practice, helping you to identify patterns and insights over time. Choose your mirrors wisely. Surround yourself with people and environments that reflect the qualities you wish to embody. Remember, you have a choice in what you engage with and what influences you. Transform negative reflections. When you encounter negative reflections, instead of reacting defensively, ask what you can learn from them. Use these reflections as catalysts for positive change. Celebrate positive reflections. When you experience positive reflections, take a moment to celebrate and reinforce them. Gratitude and acknowledgement can amplify these positive experiences. Living with the law of reflection is an ongoing journey of discovery, learning, and transformation. It requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to look deeply into both the world and oneself. By embracing this law, you empower yourself to navigate life with greater awareness, understanding, and creativity. You become an active participant in the creation of your reality, shaping your experiences to reflect the highest aspects of your being.